Yema has just developed another movement for an upcoming watch release. The watch is called the Superman Bronze LE, and the movement is called the CMM.10, and that stands for Caliber Manufactured Morto 10. I'll jump into more detail about the movement in the movement section of this video, but I would like to mention that an in-house movement in a well under $2,000 priced watch is uncommon, as is the crowdfunded nature of the undertaking. This CMM.10 should be a big appeal to a lot of watch collectors that are tired of micro brands using basic grade Seiko, Miyota, and Solita movements. This Superman is crafted out of bronze. So pre-patina, it has a very light, almost yellow gold appearance, and I'm sure that will darken over time as this ages. I really enjoy the aesthetic combination of a thin overall profile, the linear shaped lugs, and a large coin-edged thread-down crown. I think the look is distinctive, and the bronze execution just gives a warm appearance to the overall 1970s inspired diver design. The bezel is brushed with a sunburst emanating from the hand stack. The indexing is engraved, and it does blend into the bezel for a slightly more muted appearance. The watch has drilled lug holes, a fitted tropic-style rubber strap, and a box-shaped sapphire crystal. Rounding out the Superman design is the inclusion of the bronze bezel lock, so one can only access or spin the unidirectionally rotating bezel when the crown is unthreaded. So that releases the friction, and some will dislike this, but it is a throwback to the original Superman divers of Yema from decades ago, and the bezel action is surprisingly quiet, nice and crisp. Now, this is the main reason for my intrigue. I'm not a movement snob per se, but I do appreciate brands placing emphasis in developing new movements, in developing various calibers just in an effort to increase the capacity of the movement or the specifications with the end user in mind. So let's take a closer look at this new movement. Keep in mind that this is a prototype. So the production version of the caliber will look as the rendering show and not this lighter tone as this prototype is depicted here in front of the camera. The movement has a 28mm diameter, and the plates and bridges are manufactured in Morteau, France by Yema. They import the barrel, they import the escapement, they import the shock absorbers from Switzerland, but the movement has a free-sprung balance design that is set in a full balance bridge for movement stability. The shock absorber is Inca Block. It's an Inca Block double cone. The balance wheel is made by Glucidor, and the barrel spring is made by Nivaflex. There will be 208 separate components, and that includes 27 joules. The beat frequency is 4 Hz. The power reserve is 70 hours, and the movement is regulated to a window of -3 to +5 seconds per day, which is just tighter than COSC standards of accuracy and right in line with Oris's accuracy specs for their own in-house movement. Now, this is important. Yema states that all components of this new caliber are manufactured in France and Switzerland, and all within a 72-kilometer range. Yema assembles the calibers in Morteau, so this is considered a true French-designed, French and Swiss-produced movement, and not one designed or made in China and then sent out from France. So that alone, I think, is an impressive undertaking. Now, the crowdfunding part. This watch is live on Kickstarter right now with the window closing soon. And although crowdfunding for an in-house movement is unconventional, it seems to have struck a chord with watch collectors. So the original goal of 100,000 euros was massively outpaced. It now sits at over $1 million pledged from nearly 1,000 backers. So I like this fan excitement around the new movement. I think that is quite telling. And as a reward bonus, Yema is also creating a stainless steel version on a coffin style bracelet. I think that one looks very sharp from the renderings, and that's the one that I would personally be most interested in. Under the macro lens. Again, I would like to mention that these are prototype units, so the loom printing is a little rough and there are small imperfections found in the handset, but the production versions of these limited editions will be cleaned up. Yema offers 2 different dial colors, One is a gradient or fume blue that has a matching blue rubber strap, and the other is a deep lacquered black dial that is paired with a black rubber strap. Both executions are dateless, so there is a strong sense of balance and symmetry to the dial, and one feature that I like is the extra large lume circle on the running seconds hand. This is the same size as the circular hour markers on the dial beneath, and you don't often see lume plots that are that large, and I like that. Now, another item of note is the inclusion of Manufacture Français on the bottom portion of the dial. Yema is very proud of this front's production, as they should be. This Superman LE is limited to 1,948 pieces per color. This is in reference to the year of the company's founding, 1948, and will be available in 39mm or 41mm. Personally, I like the larger size, but I do prefer a larger wearing sports watch. Now, I think the in-house movement is the most intriguing aspect to this release. Yema is placing emphasis on making it a French/Swiss production, and I think that's great considering the price of the watch. Backers are offered the model at 999 euros. The full retail price will be 1,790 euros. The blue and black bronze editions are estimated to be delivered in April, and the stainless steel Superman CMM.10 is estimated to be delivered in June. So please reach out with any questions. All links are below. Thanks for watching.